Hello everybody, welcome to my kitchen at home in beautiful eastern Iowa. I actually am about 7 hours directly east of Omaha today in my home near the Mississippi River. Again, my name is Robert Lewis, the Happy Diabetic Chef, and I'm excited that you're here. We've got an amazing moment of cooking with you, and I'm going to be switching and toggling between cameras. And let me just get to my other camera here. And you can see there's my kitchen setup. And so I've got some amazing ingredients, and I'd like to walk you through what I have in front of me. So here's my kitchen setup, and we're actually going to be making two different dishes today. I'm going to be making my Mediterranean chicken of love, and I'm also going to be making my fruit bruschetta, which is just amazing. So again, welcome to my kitchen. I am Chef Robert Lewis. My website is happydiabetic.com. Everything you need to know about delicious, diabetic-friendly cooking, you'll find there. And for those that don't know me, I am a type 2 diabetic. I was diagnosed in 1998, and I've been living with diabetes ever since. And I live this every day, so I'm ready to share some tips and tricks that have worked really, really good for me. So let me take you through my kitchen today. I've got a lot of exciting things I want to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about is my arsenal of cooking items. So let's start right here. I've got my oils. Now, I was talking to my buddy Steve Edelman, and he said, if I got over 50 people into this workshop, and there's about 70 or 80 here right now, everyone's getting a free oil change. So here we go, Doc. Have your wallet ready because you're giving out a free oil change. Here's the oil change today. I want you to go to your pantry at some point, and I would like you to look at what you have. And what I want you to do, you probably have a bottle of vegetable oil sitting around somewhere. And what I want you to do is, after this event, throw out that vegetable oil. Here's your oil change. Here's what I'd like to see you use. I want you to start using canola oil, which is great for high heat cooking. It's a monounsaturated fat, healthier for you, and virtually no flavor. The other oil I want you to start using more and more would be olive oil. Extra virgin regular olive oil, it's also a monounsaturated fat, which is much healthier for you. But just know this, friends, fat is fat, calorie causing, weight gaining fat. So easy does it. And what I like to do is I always cook in a nonstick pan like I have here, so I can just use less oil. So I've got my oils, but oil is flavor. So now I'm going to add flavor to my cooking. And I'm going to use things like oregano. And I've got some basil. And because we're making a Mediterranean dish, I've got some rosemary. Now, if I could come over to your house and visit with you, have a cup of coffee later, I'm guessing if I went through your pantry, I would find cans of spice like this from 1963. Come on, I know you've got some, right? I know you do. I can just tell you, if you have any spices in cans made by the McCormick Spice Company, they tell me they have not put spice in cans for at least 15 years. So spices don't last forever. Just keep that in mind. Now, I also love garlic, but this is how I use my garlic. I buy it in jars like this. It's really great. I just open it up, scoop the garlic in, and I'm ready to go. No peeling, no fuss, no anything. And listen, I have to ask you a question. Do you guys know that garlic is really good for you? It's super nutritious, super great, a lot of vitamins, a lot of minerals, but I bet you didn't know that garlic makes you sleep really good. It does. It makes you sleep alone, but it makes you sleep good. So just keep that in mind. I love garlic. I'm also going to be using some fresh cracked pepper. In a little dispenser like this, you just go, click away, and you have beautiful fresh pepper. And you may notice there's no salt on my table. I like to use Mrs. Dash salt products. They're salt-free, really great, really delicious, simple and easy, and they make about 850,000 different flavors. They're really, really great. So this is what I would call my arsenal of cooking. So let's get right into the first dish because I know that's what you're here for. So I'm going to take a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, about a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half. And I've got all my really nice vegetables here. So we're going to start with this. Some beautiful red onions. Now, red onions and brightly colored fruits and vegetables are very high in antioxidants. They are nature's rust prohibitor. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to slice them up. Now, I'm using a very sharp knife. Notice my fingers, right? Because I know that if I cut my fingertip off, it will not grow back. If I cut my knuckle off, it will grow back. So make a little spider-looking hand gesture. Keep your fingertips out of the way and slice away. So I've got my nice red onions. That's going in my pan. And you can hear the nice little sizzle. Just like that. Don't like that piece. There we go. And I've got some nice bell peppers. These are little mini red peppers. I really like these guys. Sweet, delicious, and I like them because they're easy to portion and you don't have to cut up a whole pepper. Just use what you need. All right, peppers are going in. All right, I'm going to give it a little flippy flip. Just like that. And I've got some portobello mushrooms, or you can use some white button mushrooms. Show off. Okay, let me show you that in slow motion. Here we go. Nice and slow. Come on, I like that joke. Okay, we're going to slice up the portobello mushrooms. Those are going in. And I'm going to give it another little flippy flip. Now listen, don't worry about the flippy flip. If you can't do the flippy flip, get a spatula and do a stirry stir. It's all good. Now I know you're probably thinking, Chef, doesn't look like there's enough oil in there. But take a deep breath. Don't get excited. It's a nonstick pan. There's plenty of oil. Okay, I've got some nice fresh asparagus. I'm just going to cut them up in small bite-sized pieces. That's going in. So flippy flip. Okay, I'm going to add a little fresh ground pepper. I'm going to add my garlic. Going to add my rosemary. Now here's the trick. Whenever you're adding spice or herbs to anything, just don't put it in. Give it a little bit of love. Break it up a little bit. This will rejuvenate the oils and the spices, and away you go, just like that. A little oregano. Break it up a little bit. That's going in. And a little bit of basil. Break it up. That's going in. Stir that up a little bit. Okay, I've got some garbanzo beans, or you can use white beans. I've drained them and rinsed them. Those are going in. Now, in case you're wondering, everybody, because I know you're wondering about this, all of these recipes that I'm making today are available on my website, happydiabetic.com. Go to my blog, and you will see Cooking Party with Chef Robert, PCOYD, Omaha without borders. All right, we're going to give that a flippy flip. Okay, so now I've got chicken breast. So here's what I like to do. I like to buy chicken breasts like this that are raw. I'll get them all thawed out, season them up, grill them, I'll bake them, broil them, however you like them, saute them. And then what I'll do is I'll take them and slice them. And what I typically do is put them in freezer bags, and I'll put them in my freezer. So now all I have to do, whenever I'm cooking a dish like this, pull the cooked chicken out of the freezer, thaw it out, and it's ready to go. This saves me lots of time. So that's going in like this. A little flippy flip. Got some Kalamata olives. Nice Greek olives. If you don't like olives, you can use black olives if you don't like the Kalamata. But now let me just tell you this really quick. While those are finishing off, I have a confession to make. I've used lots of really great vegetables that I really love. But here's the reality. If I'm cooking with something that you might say, hey, chef, there's no way I'm going to eat that. I hate that. Terrible. Don't like it. Listen, this is America. Substitute broccoli instead of asparagus. Substitute green onions instead of red onions. But here's the deal. This is my cooking demonstration today. I get to do what I want to do. That doesn't happen very often. So that's why I picked these amazing ingredients. All right, a little flippy flip, just like this. I've got some nice cherry tomatoes. That's going in. So here's the amazing thing. On the bottom of this pan, I have so much good flavor stuck to the pan. The French term for that is called fond. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of white wine. I've got some Pinot Grigio. You can use chicken stock. You can use vegetable stock. You can use bourbon. You can use water. I don't care. But I'm going to take a little bit and pour it in the pan. And you can hear it sizzle. And this liquid is lifting up all the really great ingredients off the bottom of the pan. Just like that. Now, I love fresh basil. And you can see I've got some really nice fresh basil here. This basil came right out of my garden, which is on my porch. And here's what you do. You simply just go to the basil plant. You pick the basil. Depending on who's coming over for dinner, you can decide whether to wash it or not. And then I'll just take it, roll it up like a cigarette, and I'm going to slice it. French, they call this a chiffonade. There we go. Fresh basil is going in. So if you're adding fresh herbs, remember this. Always add them at the end of the cooking process because you want them to be fresh and fragrant. If you're using dry herbs, put them in first. All right, we're almost done with this dish. Super easy, super delicious. Now, I think whenever you're cooking, you should always have a secret ingredient, right? These are the things that you don't tell your friends about. Because they'll say, oh my gosh, chef, that's amazing. What made that taste so good? It's the secret ingredient. So today's secret ingredient, lime. Fresh citrus lime. Check it out. We're going to take it, cut it, a nice fresh squeeze of lime all in my Mediterranean chicken dish, just like that. Give it a little shake and shake. And here's the really good news. This dish is done. How hard was that? So I got my platter, and I'm just going to take my dish. Chicken, vegetables, beans. This dish is about 8 to 12 grams of carbohydrates, just depending on the serving. And again, I've got lots of basil in my garden, so I'm going to add some basil for the garnish. And I think I'll put a couple wedges of lime, just like this. Yeah, put them right there. I like that. All right, here we go. Go in for the money shot. Can you guys feel the love? Seriously, I mean, it does smell amazing. How hard was this? This was super simple and delicious. And what we'll do at my house, we'll make a portion of this. And what we don't eat, we'll take, and then we will make an oil and vinegar dressing, a balsamic dressing, chill it, and make a really nice chicken salad with this. Super easy, super delicious. And I'm so excited that you're here and having more fun than you can believe. All right, here we go. So now, raise your hand if you like dessert. Come on, raise your hand. I'm watching all of you. I can see it. There you go. Thank you, thank you. Raise your hand. Perfect. There's 166 happy diabetic conference today. And I am so excited that you're here. And I can see all their hands being raised. Thank you, because I know you love dessert. I have an amazing dessert for you. It's my fruit bruschetta of love. And let's go ahead and make this super easy. Super delicious. All right, here we go. So I'm going to get my ingredients here. And you can see exactly what I have right now. Here we go. Boom. Feel the love right here. All right. So let me show you what I have here. I've got pound cake or angel food cake, ready whipped cream, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries. This is cinnamon sugar made with Splenda or stevia and cinnamon, about 50-50. And I have some Hershey's syrup. I like to use Hershey's Simply 5. It works really, really great. No high fructose corn syrup. And it's simple and easy, like everything I like to make. Listen, it's all about turning ordinary ingredients into something extraordinary. That's why we're here. And I'm going to try to make it really look good because I also think presentation is everything. That's why I'm hanging out with you guys today. So here's what I'm going to do. I've got my broiler in my oven set on high. So I'm going to take my angel food cake or my pound cake. Today I'm using pound cake. And I'm going to cut a couple small slices. Okay, now listen, I have to tell you something very quickly. If you don't remember anything today, remember this, okay? This is your portion, not this, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take my angel food cake and I have it on a cookie sheet. And I'm gonna go over to my broiler. I have it set on high. I'm gonna put this under the broiler. And what's gonna happen to my pound cake or my angel food cake, whatever you like to use, it's going to get toasty, warm, caramely, brown, and delicious. Okay, I'm going in my broiler. Okay, now I have to tell you something very quickly. It's on high. This is going to take moments to do, seconds to do, right? So if the phone rings, you're going to have to let the answer machine pick it up because if you leave, it will burn. Listen, if the dog has to go out, tell him to hold on because if you leave, it's going to burn. Don't let this burn. It's like a marshmallow, right? We just want it to get nice and warm and caramely. Do not put this in, trust me. Now, if Publisher Clearinghouse comes to the front door and rings the doorbell with one of them big checks, go to the door. Let her burn. It's okay, because you'll buy yourself a new kitchen later. All right, I'm going to take a look at this really quickly. Oh, yeah. You can see, I want you to see this. Nice and golden brown. Perfect. Just the way I like it. Nice and caramely, nice and delicious. All right, back to the kitchen. So now what I'm going to do, hello. Now what I'm going to do is I've got my plate. Let's put it together. I've got my toasted angel food cake. Let's get another really good look at that. Nice and golden. I'm going to take my Ready Whip. This is not whipped topping. This is real 100% whipped cream. And if you look at the nutritionals, and if you just came from the last segment, you will know. There's 15 calories, 1 gram of fat, no sodium, 1 gram of cholesterol, 1 gram of, carbohydrates. So here we go. A little bit of Ready Whip. Just like that. Okay, I've got some fresh strawberries. Just like that. Again, if you don't like strawberries, use pineapple, use oranges, use pears, use grapes, whatever you like. Strawberries looked amazing today. So here I have my strawberries, my whipped cream, and my toasted angel food cake. Alone, that would be amazing, but no, sorry, we need more. So this is like antioxidant heaven. Brightly colored fruits, all in like that. How about some blueberries? The raspberries looked amazing.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, Steve.
So this alone would be amazing, right? That alone would be absolutely amazing, but we're not done yet. I'm going to take my cinnamon sugar. We're going to sprinkle it, just a little bit of depth of flavor, just like that. Cinnamon sugar like that. That alone would be amazing, but we're going in for more. Here we go. I've got a little bit of chocolate sauce. This is my Hershey's Simply 5 high fructose chocolate sauce, and I'm going to give it a little drizzle of love, just like this. Simple and easy and delicious. So let's just review what we made. I've got my Mediterranean chicken of love. I've got my fruit bruschetta, and let's check our time. Listen, that's about 20 minutes or less. And I probably could have made it faster if I just wouldn't have talked so much. But there it was, simple, easy, and delicious. How about that? Was that fun or what? Now, I'd be happy to give you my address. You could all come over and grab a bite because I think I'm going to eat this later. So again, when it comes to eating healthy, you know, listen, first of all, let me just tell you, I am not a doctor. I am not an endocrinologist. I am not a diabetic educator. I am not a food specialist. I am just a chef living with type 2 diabetes, trying to figure it out every day, just like you. Now, I will tell you, I have 3 children, Attila, Dracula, and Frankenstein, so that makes me a psychiatrist of sorts. But I'm just a chef living with diabetes, trying to figure it out just like you. And some days are good, and some days are not so good. I mean, that's just part of a diabetic lifestyle way of living. Because listen, I love pizza. I love mac and cheese. There's a lot of things I really, really like. But I know if I'm going to eat healthy, it's all about moderation. So here's what I think. Eat what you like. Everything can be part of a healthy diabetic lifestyle way of eating, with maybe the exception of cotton candy. But again, everything in moderation. That really, really is the key. So we're gonna start to, let's see, we're doing good on time. Well, we might have a time for a little question and answer. But I think I just want to share with you a couple things. One would be, healthy eating is not the key to a healthy diabetic lifestyle. It's a number of things. And let me just review very quickly what those could be. Of course, eating correctly, eating healthy, eating the food you love in moderation, visiting your doctor as often as you can to get the latest and greatest information. Now, you're here at TCOID today, and there you're learning all about some amazing, amazing things. CGMs and all the latest drugs. You should also exercise in moderation, right? And listen, I'm not the poster child for exercising, but I can tell you with confidence, we've been walking just about every day, about 1 mile to 2 miles a day. So I can tell you that there are mornings where I don't want to get up and do this, but I feel good about doing it. I feel really great about doing it. And that is really a great way to go. So if you go to my website, happydiabetic.com, I've got cookbooks there online, and we have a special deal for you today, such a deal on the website. My chef's fruit bruschetta is in this cookbook. It's also on my website. So these cookbooks will be available, free shipping. So go there, and if you want to get one, I will tell you today that all the money, there we go, all the proceeds to the sale of my cookbooks today will go to my daughter's overdraft fund in college education. If you could buy 100 books, that'd be great. Okay, but that's a whole other story. I love that joke. All right, so I'm going to go into the chat room. I know we've got about 170 people here or so, and let's just see what we have going on. So yeah, so here's a question. How many carbs in dessert? This is about 25 grams of carbs in one serving. This one right here was about 8 to 9 grams of carbs per serving. So you are well within the range of delicious, healthy eating. So we're just gonna kind of build in here because we've got a little few time. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is a good question. Where is it? Yes, highly collectible. These sell on eBay for at least 35 cents. So yeah, these are very highly collectible. And there is no such thing. You're exactly right, Jill. There's no such thing as too much garlic. All right. There is no coupon code for the books. You just simply go online, go to the website. I have a link on my homepage, happydiabetic.com, and find the link, and you can go to, and we take credit cards, cash, guitars, just make whatever arrangements you need. And I will have that special up for the next couple weeks. So here's a great question. What if you can't eat nuts? You know what? I know that that's a concern. Although I didn't use nuts today with anything, but there's really, you know, there's not much to substitute for nuts except for crunchy things. You know, you might find croutons for crunch or whatever. Here, the cost of the cookbook. So the dessert cookbook is $7. Get Happy, Get Healthy is $15. My Cook Fresh, Live Happy, which has a forward from Dr. Edelman, is $15. All three, I call them the trifecta. They are $35. Or any one cookbook and a dessert cookbook is $20. And you can buy them in any shape or form. Okay, for all my Canadian friends, absolutely, I will ship free to Canada. Okay, I'm just reading through here. Yeah, so I know, really, I know, we definitely need that. Again, the recipes for today are on my website, happydiabetic.com. Go under the blog, and I'll find it there. Thank you, Jill, for helping us moderate this. She's amazing. And Jill, by the way, who is on the TCOY team full-time, is an amazing chef. Again, you're welcome to tip on freezing the sliced chicken. I do that always, and it just really takes time. I'm not a bell pepper fan. I'll sub tomatoes. Oh, yeah. Tomatoes, absolutely. Yep. All right, just bear with me here.
Presented by FedEx and Scott's.
Everybody muted. All right, everybody. Well, listen, it's about that time. Any last questions at all? So avocado oil is a delicious oil. Tastes really, really great. It's a monounsaturated fat. Doesn't heat really well. It's great for salad dressings and that kind of thing. Here's a question. How do you guesstimate carbs in any given home-cooked meal? So for me, I use an app called FitnessPal. And FitnessPal is a really easy way to look up items. And after a while, you just get used to knowing because you've looked it up and you pretty much have a good idea. Listen, quite honestly, sometimes I have to make my best guess. All right. Yeah, sorry. If everyone who's still here, I'm going to try to mute everybody, but could you just make sure that
Well, one thing about the Carolina Hurricanes power play is they're able to work off of both sides, and they're not afraid to get pucks to the middle of the ice.
Let me just see here really quick if I can.
The soft player in the middle of the ice, whether it's Aho or
that's all. I've got 1 minute left. If you're there, if you could just mute yourself, that would really be great.
This much time to work on it 2 weeks in camp, and before these games, is the power play going to be sharp? And
Mark Lewis, mute. Okay, I got it. All right, awesome. Thanks. Got it. Appreciate that. All right, everybody, listen. I just want to tell you. There we go. Thank you for coming today. No one loves you more than me. It's been awesome having you on the channel. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just simply reach out to happydiabetic.com. Go to the contact link. I will answer all my emails directly. They come straight to me. Questions, comments, recipes, consulting, anything that I can do for you. Send you some Mediterranean chicken of love. Happy to do all that. All right, everybody. No one loves you more than me. I'm going to leave you with one quick thought. Tomorrow, wake up. Hopefully. I hope. I pray every day. Wake up tomorrow and say to yourself this: I'm going to do better today than I did yesterday. Because listen, not every day could be great. And maybe yesterday wasn't your best day. But here's the deal. Don't beat yourself up. Tomorrow is a brand new day. Listen, why is the rear view mirror in your car so small and the windshield so big? Because it's not about where you've been. It's about where you're going. Stop looking behind. Stop having regrets about the life you lived and the bad diabetic you thought you were. Today's a new day. You're moving forward. Brand new ideas, brand new concepts, brand new ways of eating. I want to help you be the best diabetic you can be. Will you allow that to happen? Can I help you? If I can help you, reach out to me at happydiabetic.com. No one loves you more than me, everybody. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your TCOID event. Hope to see you soon at another Take Control of Your Diabetes event. Thank you, Jill, for being in the chat room. Thank you, Cindy, for being in the chat room. Love y'all. Have a great day.